I don't know how many times I gotta say this, but this is something I truly live by. If you do not have children, you should not be dating anybody that has kids. Simple, just like that. Like, put yourself first. Love yourself first. I don't care how good of a parent they are and what they do for their kid. You are not priority. You're not. I don't go be the love of your life. You are the love of your life. Do you hear me? Like, what the what are you not understanding? And go find somebody else that ain't got no kids. Y'all got something in common. You and that person that got children ain't got nothing in common. And stop trying to rush people to have children as well. Everybody always trying to put the pressure on people because they're getting older. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna lie to you. There ain't nobody I saw that got children that I want to be like. They either in debt, they ain't driving no fly, they ain't got no crazy dream career that I would want. They ain't even got their own crib. They don't got really. Everything revolve around the kid. Man, a kid. You know what I'm saying? You gotta live first before you bring children in this world, because when you do, it's all about them. And you are supposed to give them everything. Yes, I live by that. I would want to give my child everything because I brought them here. They didn't ask to be here, so I want to provide them the most I can. So stop rushing people that don't have kids. They trying to do it the right way. I'm trying to run a bag before I bring a in the world. All right.
I agree with almost everything he said in a logical standpoint. It's if you ain't got no kids and you out here trying to get into a relationship with somebody that got kids, first of all, are you sure you want to sign up for that? Secondly, I can totally understand that if you have a kid, listen, my kid don't owe me nothing but respect. He didn't ask to be here. But I owe him every single thing that I could possibly give him as a father because he didn't ask to be here. So whenever I do get into another relationship, she has to know that it's a package deal. You know what I'm saying? And I would think that that really goes unspoken. It's a package deal. You get me and you get him. It's not one without the other. But other than that, there's really nothing that he said that was wrong. Yeah, my kid come first. And the right partner will team up with me and put the kid first just like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. As long as we both can agree that the kids is here and we taking care of the future first, then that's what it is. The only part that I don't necessarily agree with is when he said he has, and any friends that he have that has kids doesn't necessarily have goals or they're not successful in the sense where he may deem as success. I think you need to expand your circle. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the people that I know that have kids are running up a bag. Even if whether it's because of the kid or they had it before the kid, they running up a bag. And I think you need to expand your circle.
Dating a single mother is one of the worst decisions that you could possibly make as a single man looking to have a successful, long-lasting relationship. Especially if you are a single man in your prime years, which is, we'll say, 30 to about 45 years old. You're at the right position in your career, your income is increasing, you have a stable business, and you choose, your dumb ass chooses to date a single mother, someone who has made the ultimate decision, deciding to have a child, and then failing abjectly in that endeavor and ending up with a broken household. So let's talk about that. If you're a man in his prime, investing your time, energy, and resources into dating a single mother bears almost zero ROI for you. In general, not in every single situation, but in general. The percentage chance odds are that dating a single mother is going to end with your demise and it's going to leave you at a deficit. So if you date a woman who has a child by a man she's no longer with, you're probably looking at a woman who is potentially divorced, obviously separated, has a lot of mental, emotional, and financial baggage and trauma. On a biological level, she's already been ran through by and impregnated by this man, so her internal biology inside of her womb is actually more prime and receptive to having continued offspring with the man who impregnated her, who she had children by. His semen literally is implanted in neurons or in certain areas within the brain, and as well as along the nervous system. It's real deep. You should look into the research behind what happens when a woman gets pregnant, even the women who have abortions, by the way. Now, if the man, her baby daddy, is not dead or in jail, then she has a connection and relationship with that man pretty much for the rest of her life. Even after the kids are grown, there's still a certain level of need and opportunity that they're going to have ongoing communications, or events could come up that are going to force them to have to communicate.
It's kind of hard for me to take him serious because he looked like somebody's weatherman. But I agree with, with kind of what he's saying. Somewhat. I can't say everything, but somewhat. On a logical sense, if 1 + 1 = 2, yes, what he's saying is absolutely correct. The odds of success with somebody that already started a family essentially is lower than y'all just starting it together. You're always going to be tied to the mother or the father of your child, even if the guy is in jail or whatever. You're always going to have some sort of connection. And I know people say sometimes only until 18, and that is a debate in itself. But even after that, you're always going to want to be a part of this child's life in the monumental moments, and you're going to have to be cordial and speak with your partner or your previous partner. And the reason why I feel like this is such a touchy subject is because men understand. So the way that men was brought up in society is kind of based on pride. It's kind of based on conquering as much as you could conquer until you want to settle down. I didn't make the rules. This is just how it is, right? So with everything that he said, yes, if you have a baby with somebody, you are imprinted on that woman. And another man, unless he's that very, very mature to where he's like, all right, I don't mind. I want to take, and I know a lot of stand-up men that do that. However, it's a hard ask for anybody to come in and take care of somebody or something that's not theirs. So a lot of men is gonna want to stay away from that and avoid that if they can.
Why would you want to actively, intentionally, and willingly put yourself into a situation where you're basically sharing a woman with another man at some level? You see, when a man and woman come together, right, whether it's in marriage or not, okay, whether it literally was a fling or a long-term relationship that just didn't work out, when they have a child, they are a family. And I don't care what women say. A lot of women will say, oh, he wasn't ish, it didn't work out, he didn't want to be in the kid's life, blah, 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 blah. They can say whatever, they can demean the man however they want, they can label the man however they want, but at the end of the day, they're a family. At a biological level, it just is. There's no argument to be had. It really doesn't matter what the family court says. They're a family. So you are joining as the second male, or possibly third male if you got more than one baby daddy. You're joining a family that's already been established and adding yourself as an add-on to that. You have to have an incredibly low sense of self-esteem.
I do want to say that his form, like the way he's choosing to word this is horrible, in my opinion, because it's making people think that there's bad single mothers out there. There's some terrific, amazing single mothers that's out there that's taking care of their shit, and they don't qualify for what he's talking about.
And self-worth to do that. Here's why I say that. I've been coaching for around 5+ years, okay? But I've been in the game and I've been around this industry of success in dating relationships for 10 years. Often we do journals. So like, for example, in my program, when I bring a new student in, I give them a journal, 3 journals. My ideal self and value as a man, my ideal woman, my ideal lifestyle in relation to your romantic life. I have never once seen a man write out the journal, my ideal woman, and have any description in that journal that, yeah, I'm looking for a woman who's already had children by another man. I've never seen it. So whenever I see a man who's choosing to date a single mother, I know for a fact he's making that decision out of a scarcity of options.
or there's actually men out there that understand that things happen. Some people come into your life for a season and then you move on. I know so many men that got 1, 2, 3 kids, and they're great, whether they got one baby mother, two baby mothers, whatever. They're great. They got great relationships with all of them. Because at the end of the day, yeah, we got together. We tried something. It didn't necessarily work out. Does that make you a bad person? No. Does that make me a bad person? No. And we gonna keep this thing moving. See, I don't want y'all to just hear this and say, "Oh yeah, well, I'm gonna stand clear of everything." Boom, boom, boom. You might be missing out on the person of your life. But it is not fair to just generalize all single mothers as, "Oh yeah, she's gonna be a burden if I try to pursue her." No, that is not the case. The way that he's wording this joint is horrible, in my opinion. Make it seem like you trying to make it seem like you really like you about to put $5,000 on a parlay and you just gotta hope it's okay. It's like it's like, come on now, like this is not gambling. Real things happen. But that's just my opinion. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Why? Because wabbledy dabbledy, it costs nothing to show love. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video.